How's it going, guys? It's Doc. Bitcoin just hit $99.5 thousand. A lot of fear in the market. Wanted to come up with a quick video, give you my thoughts about it, and more importantly, how you can navigate this going forward. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night / early Saturday mornings, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. You know, when I woke up, Bitcoin was floating still above 100,000. We just hit 99.5. This comes on the eve of us, the U.S., dropping bombs and airstrike on 3 Iranian nuclear sites. And I really don't want to get political, so I'm just going to be super objective about it. But, you know, there was some debate over the past week or so. Is the U.S. going to get involved with this conflict in the Middle East? And last night, you know, President Trump and his administration, they came out, they did the announcement. It was roughly a 5-minute announcement saying that they bombed 3 Iranian nuclear sites where they were enriching uranium-235. And obviously the market is reacting to that right now. So crypto's open 24/7. It's one of the great things about crypto. One of the downsides about crypto, and I say this in jest, is that it's open 24/7, right? So the stock market hasn't opened up. I suspect that on Monday, the stocks will open up red, and that'll be a buying opportunity, both for me in crypto and stocks. I'll tell you why I'm really not too worried about this. You know, every day when I go to work, you know, I'm a physician, that's my day job, I'm a psychiatrist, and I probably spend an hour and a half in my car every day, right? Just to and from work, driving to different hospitals. Gosh, I consume way too much financial media, news, whatever. I kind of have my nose to the grind in that regards. And there was a couple interesting videos on CNBC this week, where they said, like, you know, one silver lining to if the U.S. were to get involved would be, hopefully, and this is a best case scenario. Well, the best case scenario was that there would be, you know, verbal negotiations and we didn't drop a bomb. We're kind of past that at this point. So the best case scenario at this point would be, okay, Iran, they no longer have access to nuclear weapons and we begin peace treaties and that's the end of it, right? That would hypothetically, and this is a take that I saw on CNBC, was that could actually provide more certainty with time, right? We've kind of been in limbo for the past couple of years. Do they have access to enriched uranium-235, right? It's an isotope of uranium-238. Do they have access to it? What amount do they have access to it? You know, some contributors on CNBC are saying, like, actually, this could be a silver lining. You know, their nuclear capabilities have kind of been wiped out, and now we can begin peace talks. I'm not a expert in international conflict or international politics or international relations, not by any means. I more so just like to report on how these stories affect crypto and assets that we love investing in. So I think tomorrow could be a red day in the stock market, but I'm actually seeing this as a buying opportunity. It really does feel like this could be the last flush, right? Bitcoin dominance, it hit over 66%. If you've been in the Discord, which we have down below, completely free to join. We have nothing to sell you, just if you want to navigate crypto with like-minded folks. Link is going to be down below in the description. But we've been talking about in the Discord, like, Bitcoin dominance is going to hit 66%. The proof is in all my videos. Watch a couple of my old videos. I mention it fairly routinely. I think this could be the last flush, right? Bitcoin dominance, it's really starting to peak. At some point, rates are going to get cut. Sentiment will change. And I think that the 4-year cycle is still very much in play, right? I do think crypto is going to peak in Q4 of this year / maybe Q1 of next year. So I think the best is yet to come. I think all-time highs for Bitcoin are still coming, right? And that's good. That's good for folks who have exposure to the market. So what am I doing throughout all this? I'm not selling. I'm actually going to be buying more projects that I really like. I've been DCAing SEI. That's my last video. You guys know I hold a big bag of that. I actually sold a significant portion of my SUI for SEI. I have ETH. I'm like a big ETH bull. I have some AVAX. I have Caspa. I have ICP. And then obviously I hold a pretty big bag of Simple AI, which is honestly, I think it's just a matter of time before that hits 8 figures. So long story short, I'm not selling anything. I'm actually probably going to add to positions that I have a lot of conviction in, right? The Caspas, the ICPs, the SAYs, the Ondos. I'm probably, to be honest with you, I'm probably going to add to more ZBEC as well. I have a small position in it, but if there's a dip, I will most likely add to that as well. So in situations like this, calmer heads tend to prevail, right? And I think that's important to just reiterate. Like, don't panic. You only lose money if you sell in the red. And I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you financial advice. I actually don't have a crystal ball, believe it or not, but I can just tell you what I'm doing. I'm not selling, right? I really, really do have conviction in this crypto space, in strong alts as well as Bitcoin and ETH. I hold a significant amount of ETH and ETH related exposure in the ETHU 2x leverage. So don't get shaken out, right? This is, by the way, all of this, conflict and uncertainty, this is happening as the biggest companies continue to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Michael Saylor just tweeted this morning, it's Sunday, the day I'm recording this, that, hey, there isn't enough orange on this chart. And what that means is he's going to announce another Bitcoin buy tomorrow morning. Not only that, all of these ETFs, the BlackRocks, the IBITs, the Vanguards, the Grayscales, they've been buying Bitcoin and Ethereum at an alarming rate, like super, super big buys. The other interesting thing is some of these ETFs are actually rotating out of Bitcoin into ETH, which is super, super bullish. So try not to get kind of shaken out, just cooler heads will prevail. I really think if you have conviction in this space, if you think that Bitcoin is going to put in new all-time highs before the end of the year, now is the time to double down. So I'm actually just heading to the gym right now, going to get a quick workout in. I will post another video tonight about a project that I really, really like. But if you guys got any value out of this at all, consider hitting the like button, subscribing if you want to see more videos like this, and check out the link down below to BTCC if you want to do some leverage trading. I'll see you guys on my next video.